to you hypocrites that when I speak the authentic African truth, it's racism. When I speak the authentic African truth, it's racism. When black people are overlooked for jobs, when black people are gentrified, when black people are mass incarcerated, when black people are presented in less than our best images on media, radio, TV, newspaper, you don't say nothing at all. No, you are the racists. You are the racists. You are the racists, you devils.
Well, coming off the conversation of black people making everything about race, here we have a white racist judge threatening to unalive some black students who showed up at a high school graduation party. And luckily, there were some good cops there that told her, you're being ridiculous. You're really acting out of turn right now. She didn't give a fuck. She said she will shoot them dead if they come back on the property. Mind you, they were invited there because it's a high school graduation party, but a fight broke out. She used racial slurs. She threatened to unalive them. And she also told the cop that her white son is going to business school. And those kids right there, they don't look too smart. She also told the cop, because the cop said they were a little bit afraid, other cops, not the good one, that they're afraid of a civil rights lawsuit. She said, you know, I'm always on your side. You don't have to worry about this. And then when she went to work the next day, she reported the police officer for not handling the situation properly. Well, let's see how she handled it.
Or they'll be shot on the property.
Well, I'm just letting you know that
because
the best case
when they
scenario,
trespass, you can shoot them on the property.
They should just come here and just...
No, I'm just saying.
Every day?
I'll shoot them on the property.
No. We got to get these keys so we can get these guys out of here. All right, I'm just saying, I don't know if you got any more flashlights laying around. Yeah. Keys. They were scuffling and they lost a whole set of keys.
Guess what? They're not going to find them. You have to come back tomorrow to find your keys. You got to leave. You're not going to find your keys.
Where's the
You
car?
got to call an Uber and get off the property.
This is the car?
No.
That's what I'm
the red one
saying.
across.
Go hang out at the car, all right? I'm gonna look
No,
for these
done.
keys.
You're
all right?
done. Get off the property. And that's Judge Gall. I'm a judge. I'm telling you, get off the
Guys, hey, dude, go wait at the car.
No,
Go to the car.
Judge,
Go to the car.
I don't give a fuck. You tell your mother you were at a property that you weren't supposed to be at. Go. You're done. You're done. Get out. Officers, you gotta tell them to get off the property.
Right, but they're not. They got nowhere to go.
I don't
without
care.
the
They
keys.
can call an Uber.
I asked them to wait at the
Call
car,
an
guys.
Uber. They're not gonna find it in this right now.
Go to the car.
I
Go
mean,
to the car.
Jesus, that's
Go
finding
hang
a
out at the
needle
car.
in a haystack. Get off. You can figure it
We're
out.
looking. We're gonna look, man. We have no idea. There was
Get off the
They
property.
could be across the street.
Go on a golf ball.
Just go hang out up in the road at your car.
Get off
stand up there, I'll
the
look for it. I'll
property.
look for it.
There's a fight here. I don't want anyone on the property. If I have to clear it out, I will. They're not going to find keys. They'll find
They
them
could be
tomorrow.
anywhere.
I'm not looking for keys. Guys, don't look for keys anymore, please. I don't care about this kid's keys.
I do. So
I don't.
relax. It's not even your house. Chill out.
Well, the homeowner probably...
It's my jurisdiction, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Don't laugh.
I'm
What's
not.
your name?
Capelli.
Capelli. Okay, I'll make sure I tell. I mean, seriously, you're worried about a trespasser in a adult keys.
I mean, a bunch of adults.
Crime, and you're looking for his keys.
So did all the adults giving all these kids booze. So what do you want?
What was that?
So did
We
all
don't
the
even know
adults
who
giving
this
these
kid
kids
was.
booze.
They showed up
No, we don't even know who this kid
Well,
is.
that's what I'm saying. Let's just chill out, all
No
right?
adult gave this kid booze.
Let's chill out.
Capelli?
Let's get rid of them. All right, they're
Why is
going.
he still looking for his keys?
Because he wants to get his car out of here. You don't want it here all day, right?
I don't care. Tow it. Give it a ticket.
We're trying.
Give it a ticket. It shouldn't be
We're
there.
trying. That's why we're looking.
Kelly, this is ridiculous.
If somebody says, "Hey, I found whatever, I found the
I'll
keys,"
call
and
you if
give
I
them to
find.
us,
Yes, but I'm not
we'll
looking
take
for a
care of
key.
it.
The car
Yes.
started.
Obviously, the best case scenario would be if the key turned up and we had it and we gave it back to them. They won't come back here looking for it. That's what I'm trying to
Well, if
say.
they come back looking for it, I'll call you when they're on the property. Because you want to find them on the property, I'll call you when they're
I
on
want
the
them to not
property.
come back at all. That's what I'm sure you
If they
want
did,
as well.
they'll be arrested. Or they'll be shot on the property.
He published a book called Race, Tendencies, and Traits of the American Negro, in which he lays out all the numbers, and then he concludes that if we simply avoided allowing black people to have any access to health care, that within 2 or 3 generations, the whole race would die out, and that would solve the race problem in America. When Teddy Roosevelt, 1912, proposed a national health care system, people said no because black people will get it. When Franklin Roosevelt proposed a national health care system, it was the same thing. We don't want black people to get it. When Truman tried it in 47, same thing. Don't want black people to get it. We have to figure out a way to keep black people from using Medicare. And the way that they came up with was to have a 20% hole, a gap in Medicare, so that you had to pay 20% of your doctor's bill and your hospital bill, and that would discourage poor black people from showing up at the hospitals. Nearly 100% of the reason why the United States is the only country in the world that doesn't define healthcare as a right is because of racism. He published a book called Race, Tendencies, and Traits of the American Negro.
How many times do I have to say this? Racism is a detriment to you white folks, poor white folks especially. Because of racism, you, poor white folks, can't even get good health care. Because they thought if they could deny health care to black people, that we would have been eradicated a long time ago. But hey, we still here. And they have not changed the rules. How crazy is that?
You are the racist. And because you don't want to call truth, because you want to be in denial about the racism that is rampant in American society, you want to hurl false insults and accusations. But I'm here to tell you right now, I will not dance if I don't like the music. I will not scratch if I do not itch. And I will not smile if I am not happy. I want you to understand me, overstand me, and understand me today. I want you to understand me, overstand me, and understand me today. I will not smile if it's not funny. I will not scratch if I'm not itching. And I will not dance if I don't like the music. This country is racist. It is built on racism. My ancestors built America. I said my ancestors built America. I said my ancestors built America, and we were not paid for it. We didn't get a retirement. We didn't get a pension. We didn't get a 401k. We didn't have no vacation days. We didn't get no labor laws. There was no civil rights laws. There was no human rights law. We built this country. That's right, brothers and sisters. The most oppressed, the most marginalized, the most discriminated against group in the world, in America, are the Africans, brothers and sisters. I'm not crying tears for nobody. I'm not crying tears for nobody. If I'm crying for African men, African women, African children, African elders. I'm not crying for nobody else. I wish you well. I have nothing against no non-African people. Because as the father of civilization, as the father of humanity, I will not disparage my non-African children. As the father of humanity, I will not disparage my non-African children. As the father of humanity, I will not disparage non-African children. But I'll tell you this, I will not allow non-African children to get away with thinking. I will not allow non-African children to get away with thinking that everybody else's problems are more a priority over African people. Them days is gone. Them days of us crying for everybody else is over with. The only tears I'm shedding are for African liberation. The only blood I'm shedding is for African liberation. And if you got a problem with that, so be it. If you got a problem with that, so be it. It is all Africans for every African, and every African for all Africans.